One of my ultimate comfort foods, the traditional South Indian Idiyappams, my sister's recipe, and the Rasam, which is Ahilya Mausi from Don Bosco, Mumbai's recipe. Starting with the Idiyappams or the string hopper, I take in 1.5 measure of water, 1 teaspoon salt, and 1 measure of the Idiyappam podi or flour. Let the water and salt boil, add in the Idiyappam rice flour, mix it in as best as you can. Use a spatula, get the hot dough together. A little more water, hot water, helps in bringing the dry dough a little more together. I mix it and hold this mixture together for 2 to 3 minutes, allowing the rice flour to bloom up a little. 2 minutes later, I simply knead this mixture together. Wet your palms. It helps in controlling the heat from the hot dough mixture. The dough must be hot whilst kneading and making of the Idiyappams. Knead it well. The dough must be soft, smooth, and supple to touch. Once it's brought together, keep the dough covered. It will preserve the heat. I'm using a regular Murukku press, which is available in the markets. I'm using the disc, which has small needle-sized holes to press the dough into noodles and shape them into the discs that we require. Take a portion of the hot dough, fill it into the mold, cover it with the noodle disc first, and shut it with the Murukku locking clasp. Take a metal steamer plate, oil it lightly, spoon a little grated fresh coconut on it, and press the dough through the molds and weave that into circular little discs. Did I mention it requires a little energy and effort to press it through? Alternatively, you could use a greased idli plate. It's just smaller in shape and size. The cooking method is absolutely the same. Boil water for 10 minutes. Place the filled plates into the steamer and allow the Idiyappams to steam for 8 to 10 minutes. Once it has steamed up, let it rest for 2 minutes before you serve it hot. Like I said, both the idli and the steamer plate cooking method is same. Either you overturn it or simply take a flat spoon and plate it out. The Idiyappams are soft. They are deliciously yum. Moving on with the chicken rasam, which is my experimentation of Ahilya Mausi's traditional rasam. We take 250 grams of chicken pieces, 25 grams ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon of rasam powder, I'm using MTR, along with 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Mix that and rest it for 30 to 45 minutes. For the rasam, I have 20 grams of tamarind soaked in half a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of tur dal, which I have boiled with water and cooked it till it is smooth to a mash. Now I take 250 grams of diced tomatoes, pulp them in a blender. It's a little coarse, not very smooth. Let's begin cooking. I take 1 tablespoon of ghee, heat that, add in the marinated chicken pieces and sear it brown for 5 to 7 minutes. Once browned, remove it and keep it aside. I add in 3 tablespoons of melted ghee, temper in 1 teaspoon mustard seeds, half a teaspoon cumin seeds, 1/4 teaspoon fenugreek or methi, 1 tablespoon finely chopped ginger, and I'm using 1 tablespoon of fresh green garlic chopped up, 2 sprigs of curry leaves, and letting that temper and flavor together. A minute later, I add in 40 to 50 grams of peeled madras onions. Fry that for a minute. Add in 1 teaspoon of Asafoetida or Hing. Give it a mix. Add in the pulped tomatoes. Add in salt and cook this mixture for 5 to 8 minutes till the tomatoes cook out a little and oil begins to separate on the surface. Add in the cooked tur dal puree. Mix it in well. Add in 3 to 4 glasses of water. Stir it and let it come to a boil. Once it begins to boil, lower the flame. Let the rasam simmer Add in 3 to 4 tablespoons of rasam powder and mix that well. Gently lower in the seared chicken pieces into the simmering pot of the rasam mixture. Add in any of the chicken pan juices that might be there and let the mixture simmer on a low flame for 45 minutes covered. 45 minutes later, add in the tamarind pulp. Add in a large handful of chopped fresh coriander, mix it and let it simmer for 10 minutes more. Add in some more coriander. You're ready to serve this. I'm making my own rasam idiyappam bowl. I'd like to add in half a boiled egg, a cherry tomato, some more sprigs of fresh coriander, and I'm ready to chow into this bowl. Come, let's eat.